Merry Christmas. First buggy of the year. You might want to stay away. You trying to kill me with that swamp? Alrighty guys, good morning. Welcome back to Rathburn Contracting. Today we have another small project. The homeowner's having some issues with their garage door shutting. You'll see when we get there, but the concrete is so unlevel. There's like a 4-inch gap on one side, so they're having not only water problems but also critter problems because it's such a big gap. So we're going to cut into the garage and out into the driveway so that they have a nice new section to set the door on, and any water that hits the outside of the door will run away from the garage. So it's not a big project, but Luke and I should be able to knock it out pretty quick, kind of like that city job. So we'll get it torn out. I have concrete scheduled for around 1 o'clock. Short of any craziness, it should be a pretty easy job. So we're gonna get everything loaded up and then head to the job. I want to show you guys something pretty funny. I was working on something over the weekend and I was over here on my bench vise heating up a piece of metal and kind of hammering it flat, and I was tapping it, not even hard, like a tenth of a swing. It shot off of the vise and went all the way and shattered this window. I could not believe. I mean, I guess I'm thankful it went this direction, but that's like 25 feet, and with like a tap like this, it went boom and flew. So it must have just had the perfect spring or something. Now I need a new window, and I don't really know even how to replace. You got to be able to replace the window. I'm gonna be really mad if I have to take the whole window off of the barn steel and retrim it and everything, but who knows. Oh, I got to get this trailer empty. We seeded and fertilized over the weekend, but I'm gonna have Luke bring the mud buggy for the first time this year. Gonna be using the mud buggy because it's a long driveway, asphalt. We're not gonna pull the truck down there, so I think it has a flat tire, so I have to fix that first. It's always something. Another beautiful sunrise. Over the weekend I tried out a new employee. He's a high schooler and gonna be graduating in a few weeks, so I brought him up to that small job where Luke and I poured that massive mailbox footing. Just kidding, it was like this big. And we laid up all the block, so I figured it'd be a good job just to kind of test him. And not that we lay that much block, well, we're going to this year, but typically we don't lay that much block. But it's kind of a good task because you can it's repetitive, so you can see how well somebody can think ahead and grab what you need, and he did excellent. So I'm pretty hopeful that he will work out. I told him to kind of think about it, and he's gonna come to a pour in a few weeks. We have a big basement where there's just gonna be a lot of guys and a lot of mud, so it'll be a good test for him to see if he actually likes pouring concrete. We stopped by the dealership again and picked up more poles. Picked this up over the weekend too. This is Luke's Christmas present. Just kidding, but it's a cordless power washer. Kind of the biggest issue I would say of having not a big crew is not being able to nicely wash tools, and you know, we're always behind on cleaning tools, so this should hopefully help. I'm going to put a water tank on the main work truck, and then plus usually almost every homeowner has a hose, so we'll use that, but we'll have the water tank if they don't have a hose for some reason. And then we can kind of just let the tools go a little bit, put the concrete first, and then we can blast it off with this, hopefully. Pretty curious to see how this will work. I'll just open it on the job because there might be a little period of standing around. Luke can get it set up. I want to get there and start tearing out so we can, any issues, we can get them out of the way and know right away. Merry Christmas! Happy birthday! Yep. Luke, I need you to actually move the trailers in here. You're gonna take the mud buggy with this. So if you just, are you eating pizza for breakfast?
Leftovers.
Leftover pizza for breakfast, I love it. Oh, I got a lot of diamond clear left. Huh. We'll use this. Yeah, I just need a pump sprayer. I'll get some not acetone, xylene. Cool. Still have some spots to seed, so that's why there's leftover seed. I'm picking up the Harley rake, gonna rent it for a month because we got acres and acres of work to do. I don't know when I'm gonna have time to do it, but Chelsea and I aerated and seeded and fertilized 104,000 square feet. It's about 2.5 acres. I think an acre is 43,000 square feet. So it was a fair amount of work, but it was kind of fun. We just hooked the spreader up to the side-by-side and she drove me around and I just stayed in the bed and I would just load out of the bed. It went pretty smooth. It wasn't much physical work. Then again, when you do concrete, yard work is not physical work. It's like relaxing therapy. Good to go? Yep. Okay. The big ball, yep. Go ahead and turn it around. I'll back you up to the trailer. Oh, need to get this thing mounted too. This is a flagpole and flag by Stand. It's a US made company. And we've got a perfect spot for it. We're gonna pour some cool concrete underneath it too. Just kind of like a little ring base, if you will. A little bit more. Little bit more. Like that. Will you go get starting fluid from my paint cabinet? We got a tire to fix. Get that pulled out so we can shut the door. Oh, somebody left a piece of sandwich. That was probably me. Can't believe a raccoon didn't get it. Yeah, this one always goes flat. Gonna use the old farmer's trick. Whoa! There we go. No! Oh, I ruined my lighter. Yeah, we can limp it along to get close to the air compressor. You just got to inflate it quickly after that. Used a bit too much starting. Put that in the dump. I hate the sound of air compressors though. We got 3 more estimates over the weekend. I can say we are booked probably through August at this point. Try that. There we go. All right, that was some excitement for the morning. We go in the barn, get a roll of Visqueen. We make sure we have 2 like 4 to 6 footers, 2x4s. All right, I'm heading to the job. Luke's should already be there. Going to get lines chalked, the concrete and the asphalt sawed out, and then we can start demo and get concrete rolling. So far, it's a beautiful day. All right, just got to the job. Here's the garage. We're going to be cutting back here and out here, and then putting a little pad here for the trash cans. So we're just getting stuff cleared out of the way, and we can start, you can see how bad this is. I mean, this is like the width of my hand, and critters are just crawling under. So we're gonna totally transform this for them. That way their garage actually works. We'll send a little bit to the flower bed there, and then from here over, we've got plenty of pitch. Yeah, plenty of pitch. Heading naturally downhill, so that's good. I meant the, yeah, let's go the other way. That good height?
Down right there. Okay.
Make sure it's on the ground if you can. We'll see what happens. Oh, tight.
Good.
All right, let's get the leaf blower. I'll do a dry cut and you can blow out of the garage. Ready? Try not to blow my blade, you're moving it. Blow behind the blade. So we're gonna actually just bring it out here for them. That way they can walk past our cans and it'll look nicer than these paper stones. So we're just gonna cut one more cut out this way. So it's a nice 90 coming across here. I think that's pretty good, eh? It'll come out to about there. You got the chalk box. We'll see if it sticks on the mud. Just run it till it's in the ground. Yeah, bone dry. It's got a pretty small gas tank compared to the big one.
Ah, that's right. We use the big one for those bigger cuts.
Yeah, we just need to get that shroud fixed. All right, we're getting these pavers taken out. We got this cut here, so it'll just extend out like that to the edge of the downspout. So they'll have like a little walkway here and spots for their trash cans. And then this will be a new smooth troweled and then broomed section of the driveway. So I'm gonna get the MT100 unloaded and we'll start demo. I know if I swing, it's just going to splash me crazy in the face, but I also know I have to swing to break it. Yeah, it cracked. See if you can pry it sideways. Let's just chuck this one over here. I think right there is the biggest chip. Yeah, I think I like that. Go ahead. Oh, hi. You might want to stay away.
Just trying to get your attention without scaring you. Got lunch for you.
Thank you.
Where do you want me to put it?
Just throw it in the truck.
Okay.
See you later on. Hey Kyle, it's Austin Rathburn. Hey, I'm ready whenever you guys are. It's gonna be 2 yards. All right, concrete's ordered. Time to party.
Partying all day. What are you talking about?
Now we have a pressure on us.
Yeah.
Why don't you go get that power washer? We can clean up before we pour. All right, first time trying the power washer. That's low, don't worry. I'm gonna change tips too. This thing was like beefy.
Yeah,
Thought it was gonna be tiny. There we go. Pull start broke on the compactor, of course. This compactor's had pretty bad luck with pull starts. It's actually quite amazing. All right, just trying to get everything ready so we're totally ready to pour. There's mud. Alrighty, first buggy of the year. That was pretty stiff. Trying to kill me with that slump? Oh boy. I'm gonna spread this out so it's not on top. That's like a 4. a little tricky because it's a 3.5 slump, but it's going good. Looks great, and we have way more pitch than I was expecting, so I think this will work out great for the garage door and even better for the water. Do you have a touch-up broom out? Alright, we got it broomed. Now I'm just going to do the inside troweled section. And yeah, coat of cure and seal on here. Alright, gonna spray some Diamond Clear 350. Got a lot of this cure and seal in my barn. I'm just trying to use it up before it goes bad. It's really good stuff. It's just a little smellier than that Silent Cure. And this is more of just a curing compound than it is a sealer like the Silent Cure. Still does a really good job though. I used it on a couple jobs last year. I just dead late to myself. Oh. Walk it off, walk it off. Dump the xylene in there. Close the lid. Give it a little shake to get the plunger. And you just pump the xylene right back into the container. I've had the same xylene thing for 2 years. The firefighter. That's a sweet Mustang. It's got a little concrete splatter, so we had to clean it up nicely. Alright, got the driveway swept up of our mess. I'm gonna send Luke here in the morning to double check because there's a little bit of dirt and stuff next to the slab, but it's pitching towards the slab, so we can't really do much about it right now. Alrighty guys, not too bad for the day. Got a nice transition line where it's troweled. You can probably see it this way better. Troweled and broomed, and that's right at the intersection of the rubber doorstop. So once they get it a new seal, it'll seat nicely. We made sure we took our 16-foot screed and went all the way across there to make sure it sits nice and flat down on there. Alrighty guys, just leaving the job. Turned out really good. It was a little bit hard with that. That mud was terrible today. Sometimes it's hit or miss, and this is that newer company, so I'm still trying to learn it. I don't know if it was the NCA I put in there or what, but it was some of the hardest, nastiest concrete I've ever had to work with. Thankfully, it was just a tiny job. It's all right, we'll get through it. Alrighty guys, just got back to the shop. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. We'll see you guys in the next one.